Hi, we are Helen and James, and we are Global Nomads. Follow our journey as we sell everything we own to achieve financial independence and retire early. We'll be fulfilling our dream to travel the world full-time, visiting new places, having new experiences, and making new friends along the way. Are you ready? Let's go. Good morning from the Address Hotel in Dubai, where this morning we are lucky enough to be heading off on Emirates First Class to fly to the Maldives. And to start it off right, we are picked up by Emirates chauffeur service in a beautiful 7 Series BMW. As we arrive into Dubai International Airport, we head straight to Emirates' separate check-in for business and first class passengers, which is a really nice perk to have because you're able to get through here really quickly. We were quickly able to check in at the dedicated areas and then head straight to the dedicated security lines, again just for business and first class passengers. So this is a really pretty easy and seamless situation, and then you can head straight to the lounge. Emirates have separate first class lounges and business class lounges, each of which take up basically the whole of the terminal and are absolutely massive. They're separate areas that you can sit or lounge or sleep. They do have some rest areas with some lounge area in, and there's even a spa that if you manage to snag an appointment, top tip, make sure to try and book that before you arrive to try and secure your spot if that's what you'd like to do. So you can either enjoy that, relax, or eat at one of the many areas there are to eat. There's a full-on sit-down restaurant, there's a buffet, there's Asian food, there's Western food, everything you could possibly imagine, separate bars. The bathrooms have shower cubicles in if you want to take a shower, if you're there for a layover. It's an absolutely amazing space. Some of the flights do board straight from the lounge. Our particular flight didn't this day, but we have done that before. We decided to wait and eat on the plane as it was early morning and our flight was just over 4 hours. Once we boarded the plane, we were handed a menu and a welcome drink. We both had a nice glass of champagne, even though it was a little bit early, and took a look at the menu, ready to decide what to order to eat. I then love to watch the huge screen that you get with the plane cameras on, and I like to watch the taxi and takeoff, so take a look. Today we were flying on one of the Emirates 777-300s. So this plane doesn't have the onboard shower or bar like the A380s do, but the cabin for the first class suite is exactly the same pretty much. It's a very slightly different size, but everything the way it's laid out is identical to the 380. Emirates has one of the best in-flight entertainment systems in the industry, and it's called their ICE system, which is information, communication and entertainment. And there's an iPad, like an iPad type device at your seat, and you can use that to control what you see on your big screen in front of you. You can also watch something on the big screen and look at something different on the iPad device. This is also used for you to check other information, to control your seat, to put that into lie flat mode or dining mode or whatever other mode you want to do. You can close the doors on there, you can control the lights from there. So it's a really kind of intuitive system to use. About half an hour after takeoff, when we'd already been served another drink and some warm nuts, lunch service started. For this, James had pasta, which was pretty good. They do lay the table nicely on Emirates, I have to say. It's a very nice setup that they have. The tray table is large and they obviously give you a nice tablecloth, but it's a great setup. The approach into Malé Airport in the Maldives is really quite stunning. Basically, the airport is on its own separate island and you fly over many of the surrounding islands as you approach. As you can see, old aviation nerd here put the onboard cameras up again so that I could see the runway and take advantage of the views as we came in. As you can see, Malé Airport has one of the bumpiest runways I think we've ever landed or taken off from. It feels incredibly rough when you land. Typically when you land in Malé, you do have to park at a remote stand. They are working on building a new terminal there. It was supposed to be finished before the end of 2024. It has been delayed slightly, so I would expect it should be open at some point in 2025. I would anticipate there that there should then be jet bridges for all the flights, and that this will be negated because it's kind of a pain to have to walk down and get on the bus to go to the terminal. I will say though, for first and business class passengers, there is a separate bus, so you do get off quickly. They let you off first and you get straight onto that bus and you're on your way. The positive to this though, if you are an aviation nerd, is that you do get a great view of the plane and get to take some great photos as you drive down to the terminal. Once we had cleared customs at the airport, there was a Hilton representative right outside the terminal to meet us, who walked us down to the jetty where the speedboats go from, and we were soon on our way. And the trip takes about 20 minutes by speedboat. It's a pretty easy journey, and we were soon arriving to a welcoming party at the hotel. Once off the speedboat, we were invited to take a seat in reception and complete the check-in process, and we were given cold towels and a welcome drink, and the staff then arranged to take your luggage from the speedboat onto the golf carts to take it straight to your villa. As soon as check-in was complete for us, we were introduced to our GEM, which is a guest experience manager who would basically take care of us for the whole of our stay, and they gave us a quick tour of the island before heading to our villa. Welcome to the Hilton Amingiri here in the Maldives. We are very happy to be here. This is Villa 538, an Overwater bungalow on the sunset side. First thing to show you, we have bikes. Every villa has their own bikes to get around. I'll be using a golf buggy, just saying. Won't be using the bike, I don't think, but they do have them. Come on in and I'll show you around. So, as you walk in, you can see you come into like this kind of courtyard area with an amazing view. Like I said, we literally just arrived and we've got the sunset over here. So we've got this kind of outdoor planting area. Nice hibiscus plant here. We'll go out to the pool in a sec. First of all, let's go into the room. So this is where we go in. There we go. Big doors, come on in. So, first of all, basically the villa is in two sections. So we've got the bedroom sort of / living area, and then the bathroom area, which we'll go through to in a sec. So, main thing to see, obviously, a big king size bed. They have decorated for us, which is very nice. Apparently there is a pillow menu. We haven't looked at it yet, but I'm going to be looking at that. I think she said there's 6 or 7 different pillows. So I'll probably be looking for a memory foam or something like that. So a nice big king size bed. Like a couch here at the end to sit on and enjoy the view. As we are Diamond Hilton Honors members, we have got some non-alcoholic sparkling wine apparently. Some fruit and some cakes as a welcome gift. Over here in the corner, we've got this nice chair with the world's biggest cushion on. It looks very low too, but it looks comfy, more to the point. Little side tables and a bamboo plant. And then we've got this very cool window in the floor. So hopefully we'll see some fish there later. I'm pretty sure that's going to be lit later on tonight. So I hope, and the tide's out now as well, so the water looks a long way away. But I'm pretty sure we're going to see some fish there as well. And you can walk on it. Even though James hasn't wanted to yet, you can walk on it.
Saving my energy.
Over in the corner here, we've got a big giant TV. Probably, I don't know, 55-inch TV, I should imagine. I haven't looked at it. This is just storage, yep, some extra cushions. And a little drawer. got, like I said, the bedside cabinet either side, decent size, and a drawer. Not the biggest drawer, but a drawer nonetheless. So each side of the bed we've also got a little reading light. There we go. And we can control the lights from here as well. Accent lights, ambient and night light. Then we've got, as is common in the Maldives, it's a UK plug, a 3-pin plug, and 2 USB-A outlets too. I would guess that it's the same on the other side as well. Yes. So outlets either side, so that's good. So then behind the bed, I really like this setup actually, it makes a lot of sense. We've got a desk area or dressing table area, wherever you want to use it. More outlets, another outlet, another 2 USB-As, and a remote control for the fan, which if you have ever lived anywhere hot, fans are great. We always had fans everywhere in our house in Florida and we always use them. I'm sure we'll be turning that on tonight. This is actually one of the best times of year to come here, although we do have rain forecast for the next week. And I will say it's really humid. I'm sure I'm sweating. It's really humid, which I wasn't expecting because we've been in August and it wasn't this humid. So I don't know if today is just a particularly humid day or not, but anyway. Then we've got our tea and coffee making area. Looks like a little Tassimo machine, tea kettle, water, which they refill and they'll bring you as much as you want and it's free. I'm pretty sure if it's like the Conrad, they actually desalinize the water on site. So they'll bring you as much as you want. Underneath we've got the minibar, which is full at the minute. I think we're going to ask them to empty it. Because we're here at Christmas, we have our own Christmas chocolate that we're going to want to put in there. And like everything in the Maldives, I haven't even looked at the prices, but I'm sure it's ridiculously expensive because everything in the Maldives is. Oh, and yeah, you can see. I'm sure it's ridiculously expensive. This end cupboard, we've got some Pringles and a couple of wine glasses. And then they've also given us 2 umbrellas in case we need them.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully we won't need them. And I did like this little touch. They embroidered slippers for us with our names on, which I thought was actually a really cute touch. It doesn't take much to do, I'm sure, but I thought that was a really cute touch. I've never had that before. Our own personalised slippers. So then we've got 2 closets either side. Got all our stuff in here, but regular safe, big enough to get a laptop in. Drawer, and then down here we've got some more slippers, and these look to be the same as the Conrad, and they're like a flip-flop, but I really like them. They're like a sort of beachy flip-flop for you to use while you're here too. They also give you a tote bag, but they don't give it to you, they give it to you to use while you're here. If you want to buy it though, $65, so don't take it home unless you're prepared to be charged. So the closet, the other side is a mirror image, and then in between we've got like this kind of luggage rack, which I like. Again, we can just lay our stuff here and it'll all be out the way. You can sit looking forward and not see any of it. So that's the main bedroom and living area. And through these doors, you probably should stand behind me for effect. Through the giant doors is the bathroom. So we can fold back, like that, and push this all the way back, and then we have a huge bathroom. So over here in the back, we've got the loo, nice big mirror, shower, nice and tucked away at the back. Nice big vanity, big double vanity, shelf underneath, great, lots of storage, we love it. Nice light behind, although it's a frosted glass as well, there'll be nice light behind bits to come in too. Nice amenities, usually, yeah, it's Crabtree in England, which it is, usually is in Hilton's. So we've got all our Crabtree in England amenities. And then, if you're a bath person like me, you're going to love this. Check that out. Check that view out. You can be sure I will be using that tub and sitting there and enjoying that view. Like I said, we're just here at sunset, and there's our view. much better than that. So we'll go outside to the deck. There's two ways we can go out. We can go out this door, which is what we'll do, and then in the main living area there's also a double door that opens just like these big bathroom doors do too. So let's have a look. It's super hot out here. So out here we've got a rack. There's a rack here to put your swimming costumes on. Nice outdoor shower as well, so you can rinse off after you've been in the water. Steps down to the ocean, so we've got like a diving kind of ladder. Like I said, the water's really low right now. I'm pretty sure the tide's out. So steps down to the water, two sunbeds, nice huge deck. This springy trampoline thing, I'm not sure what you call it, but you can lay on there and sunbathe. Perhaps if you're a little bit more agile than I am anyway, you could. And James has been on there already. I'm not sure I'll be going up there. And then we've got our own infinity pool, which is pretty nice. Now, when we stayed at the Conrad, we also had an infinity pool, but it had a ladder down to it. This is even better because over here at the end, you have steps. So they should be a lot easier to get down. It is only a 3-foot pool, so 3-foot deep pool, so it's only really designed for you to kind of go and wade in and cool off. You know, you could maybe swim a lap in it, I don't know. But you're certainly not going to be diving. And then last but not least, we've got our dining table here, which is I'm pretty sure where we will be sitting tonight to eat dinner. And listen to that. Nothing. Just the sound of the ocean. That's pretty special. The sun's just going down. Very happy girl. So, Hilton Amingiri Overwater bungalow. Like I said, this is number 538 here in the Maldives. Thanks for watching. We used points for our stay here, so our accommodation was free apart from an upgrade that we paid for the Overwater villa. Which ran us an extra $150 a night. But as I said, we paid for the rest with points. If we had paid for our stay here for 17 nights, it would have cost us around about $35,000 to give you a ballpark figure on what we saved there. As Hilton Honors Gold and Diamond, we also got free breakfast and, as we mentioned, happy hour drinks for an hour in the afternoon. I believe that the Hilton does offer some dining plans though, so if you're able to snag one of those, that may be worthwhile for you as well. And despite it being a bit overcast, it's bubble bath time. And folks, this is the reality of vacationing in somewhere tropical. Sometimes you just got to accept that liquid sunshine. Well, after a couple of days of liquid sunshine, we finally got a little bit of sun this evening, so we're going to make the most of it and head to happy hour and then to dinner. So come on, I'm going to take you. This is the location for Origin Restaurant, which you can see on the left, and Eden Bar, which is on the right. Eden was our favourite spot to take evening drinks, as they had a great view for sunset. Eden is labelled as a gin bar, I think a gin and champagne bar. They had a really good selection of both. If you like gin, like I do, there was a great selection to choose from kind of botanicals to dry gins, pretty much every brand that you could imagine. A lot of premium label ones too. Obviously, they also had all other kinds of liquor available as well. There was a good selection of vodka as well, if you're a vodka drinker, and a pretty decent wine selection. This was also a venue for some tastings that they did. They did a wine tasting one night and a champagne tasting another night. Of course, these cost extra. I think they did a rum and chocolate tasting one night as well, which was an interesting mix. We didn't do it, but I thought it sounded interesting. Here at the Hilton Amingiri, and every day between 3 and 4, if you are Hilton Honors Gold or Diamond status, you have a happy hour with drinks and some nibbles, usually some chips and things like that, between 3 and 4. The Sips Bar was actually a really nice place to sit. As you can see, it had a great view, and because we were there close to Christmas, every day they had a kind of seasonal cocktail. I'll be showing you a couple a bit later on, but we really enjoyed the time sitting here. So I've got the cocktail of the day I'm trying. It's called Feel the Season, and it's got vodka, apple juice, vanilla syrup and a passion fruit foam. So let's try it. OMG, that's really good. There was a couple of days it was really quite busy. I guess there was a lot of status members there, gold and diamond status members there, because it was the holidays. But most days it was pretty nice, very enjoyable. The staff were very attentive as well. Hey, welcome back to the Amingiri, and today we're going to show you the water sports centre. It's an absolutely picture perfect day here today. The Water Sports Centre's got a whole variety of motorised and non-motorised activities to do. So you could do everything from kayaking to paddleboarding. They had the boats that they pull behind you. I'm not really a big water sports person. And will pull you along and take you around. There's also a separate dive centre, which actually we didn't manage to catch. Obviously diving is huge in the Maldives. But they had a proper PADI certified diving centre, and we did see them go out and take various dive trips out and snorkeling trips out from there. The Amingiri has been built on reclaimed land, so what that means is basically the island is man-made, and the resort comprises of 109 rooms, so that's overwater bungalows and beach villas. If you see from an aerial view, you'll see that each end of the island has a boardwalk with the overwater villas that come off either end. The rooms that start in the 100s, in my view, would be the least desirable, because these look at Malé and some industrial islands. So you don't get that unobstructed view of the ocean, that you kind of have that, picture perfect view of the Maldives. We were located in the opposite end, which is the rooms starting with 500. And in my view, again, those facing downwards, i.e. the same side as Eden and Origin, are the best, simply because they are sunset facing. The rooms on the other side would be sunrise facing. All of the rooms are, of course, beautiful. You saw the room tour already, and they're stunning and really well appointed. But that's just my 2 cents really on which ones I think would be the best. We didn't get to see a beach villa firsthand, but we did see them as we drove past. If you're into the white sand, or maybe you have kids and you don't want to risk being in an overwater villa, again, perfect choice, and they're beautifully appointed too and have their own plunge pools. On the main island, you'll see this walkway, and as you go down here, on the left, you're going to see a hairdressing salon. We didn't go in there because there was someone having the hair done. We didn't want to disturb them. In the centre here, you're going to see the spa, which we'll show you in a bit more detail. And then on the right, you're going to see the gym. As you enter, there's a reception for the spa on your right-hand side and a kind of lounge area where they'll check you in. And then down this walkway, you're going to see the individual treatment rooms. As you can see, they're all over water, and I believe they have windows in the floor, just like our room did. For when you're having a treatment, you can be watching the ocean and the fish. I didn't actually use the spa. I was planning to, but just didn't get around to it. And then after your treatment, right at the end, there's another lounging area, which is really peaceful. And you can just take your time there and chill after your treatment. Being a new resort, the gym is pretty new and modern and well equipped. You can see there's a number of treadmills and weight machines. So if you need to have your gym fix while you're here and burn off some calories, there's ample opportunity to do that with a great view. Good morning. We are off to breakfast, so we're going to show you what breakfast is like here at the Amingiri. As our Overwater villa was right at the end of the boardwalk, it was a pretty decent walk down to breakfast. So every morning we jumped in the golf cart, just called our guest experience manager, and they would come and pick us up. Thank you. So this is Origin, one of the restaurants here on the island. This is actually the buffet restaurant, and we're basically the only places to come for breakfast unless you're going to do room service. In the evenings they have a buffet here, and it varies on the theme every day. I think last night it was Asian. They've done a Maldivian night, so there's different things they have going on. So we'll go inside and show you around.
Good morning.
Morning.
Welcome to Habitat Restaurant.
So this is our usual table for breakfast. So there's a very extensive breakfast buffet. It really tries to cater to visitors from everywhere. So there's a huge Asian area with noodles and steamed things and dim sum and soup. And then there's a Sri Lankan / Indian area with curries. There's a Western area with eggs and bacon, sausage, waffles, pancakes, eggs made to order. So if you wanted to get your omelette or poached eggs or whatever you can think of, almost they will make it for you. All of that is on that open central area. There's also a drinks area which had sparkling wine every day, so if you wanted to have a mimosa you could, and a selection of juices and smoothies. Our particular favourite was the raspberry smoothie. In the rear of the display area there's then a cold room which basically had fruit, cheeses, and they will cut your fruit ready to order. I was able to get smoked salmon, capers and cream cheese there to do lox. There was also a bakery section in there. I mean, there was really everything you could possibly imagine. So a great selection. We never made it here for dinner, but I'm assuming the selection for dinner would have been equally as extensive. And you may or may not be aware, but the Maldives is a Muslim country. So if you are planning on buying alcohol, that is available but expensive, and you are not allowed to take it in. But in terms of breakfast, they do have pork available here. You will find in some resorts and in some countries there is not any pork available at all. Here they did have pork bacon and pork sausages and even prosciutto at breakfast as well. So for if you're going to miss your bacon, don't worry, they do have it here. So in this little section near to where we had breakfast in the buffet, there's going to be behind me here the photo studio where they've got a whole team, I think, of photographers on site. And then behind me, we're going to go down a sec, there's going to be a gift shop. And at the far end is a jeweller's, which I did just have a quick look in. And they have some really, really nice, different stuff, really nice. Right at the far end is where we just had breakfast in Habitat. And then on this side, we've got the entrance to the kids club. So let's go take a look in the shop and see what they've got. Hello. So the shop was pretty well stocked, and they had a nice selection of souvenirs, clothing, everything, you know, you could really kind of need, as well as some kind of more practical things like extra sunscreen and toothpaste and all that good stuff. But if you were looking for just anything from a little souvenir, a keychain or a magnet, to a nice sculpture, they had all of that too. This was the jewellery store. They had a really nice selection of things, as I said. I didn't buy anything, but there were some really unusual things. I'm guessing most of it is done by local artisans, and there was a lot of kind of fish and sea inspired items. Between the jewellers and the breakfast buffet restaurant, there's also an art studio. So in here you can do a few things. They had like resin classes, painting classes, and you just had to sign up, but it seemed like it was pretty cool. Again, I didn't do anything. I was planning to, but kind of time ran away. I spent most time just relaxing. The only way to get to the island from the airport is by speedboat transfer, and the Hilton will arrange this for you in their own personal boat. And the cost of this is going to be $300 each. If you're thinking of heading to the Maldives, you need to consider that. If it's a seaplane transfer to a different resort, that's going to be even more expensive. And once again, remember, in the Maldives, there's very high taxes to go on that as well. So it's a pretty big expense just for a 20-minute ride, but it's comparable with other resorts. This is the main reception area. We didn't really get a chance to show you when we checked in, so we thought we'd give you a quick look now. As you can see, it's really nice, open and airy. On the left here, you'll see Origin, which is the Italian-inspired restaurant. We ate here a few times. It was a pretty decent menu. The lower deck seating area does have nice views over the ocean, which is the main reason we like to go there though. So to start, we shared some bruschetta, which was absolutely delicious. And then I had tagliatelle bolognese, which was also very good. And James had risotto. So we've been asked before, what is there to do in the Maldives all day if you're here? It's just water, right? Well, yeah, honestly, as you can see behind me, I'm in the pool right now. Yeah, there's a lot of water. There's a lot of nice water to enjoy. But so you can sit in the sun, you can enjoy the views, you can enjoy listening to the waves of the ocean. This particular resort does have activities on as well. We've probably shown you earlier in the video that there is a gym and a spa, all the kind of usual stuff, but as well as that, they've also got an activity center, so you can do some crafts, all kinds of things. So yeah, it's a place to come and chill and relax. If you are the kind of person that is looking for like constant stimulation and you want to be doing stuff, although there's activities here, like I said, and tennis courts and all that stuff, but if you are a person that wants to go out and sightsee and you enjoy doing stuff all the time, then yeah, this probably isn't the place for you. But if you want to come and chill, relax, enjoy some sun, absolutely the place for you. And for reference, James is behind me working on another YouTube video. He's not a sun worshipper like me, it's fair to say. So he's been up there working, and I've been sitting in the sun. read a book, just relax. There you go. That's what there is to do all day. And honestly, it's not a bad view, is it? If you are staying in one of the Overwater villas, you will have a ladder that goes off of your deck right down into the ocean. Now, bear in mind, this is actually quite a long ladder as well. It's not a few steps, just to give you a heads up on that. But from there, you can get a good view of your villa. And I will also add that the current around the island is actually quite strong as well. So you will need to be a decently strong swimmer. At low tide, which is kind of when we took this video, the water is maybe about 5 or 6 feet deep right off the villa, but it does get shallow. It's kind of rocky. It goes shallow, then it goes deep again. But bear in mind, this was a particularly quiet day, but a lot of the days the waves there were fairly decent with a strong current. If you do want to snorkel, the resort does offer snorkels and fins for use while you're there. From what I remember, that was free of charge. And as you can see, there's an absolute ton of fish under here. We saw a Picasso fish. We saw more than one shark. Shoals of fish that went by. Absolutely tons going on. As we were there near Christmas, there were planned activities on for most of the festive season. And December 21st was the first day that we really got into the whole Christmas spirit with the tree lighting.
Today we start our festive season. We start our festive kickoff, and we will be soon doing our Christmas tree lighting.
Everyone together with me. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy festive, everyone.
So the theme for the whole Christmas festive season was nature's mystique. So you'll see there's lots of greenery and big giant flowers. And on Christmas Eve, we headed to the beach for the start of the festivities for the Christmas Eve gala dinner. Thank you. Hi there. That's impressive. Ooh. Hi there, how are you? Hi, and welcome back to Hilton Amingiri. We're here on Christmas Eve, and this evening we've got our Christmas gala. We're starting with manager's cocktails. I've got a gin-based one. We've got some lovely ladies walking in the background, and we're going to have a big buffet later on. I think there's more entertainment too, so stay tuned and you'll see what we get. If you are staying at the Hilton Amingiri over the festive period, the Christmas Eve gala dinner is compulsory. No, it's not compulsory to attend, but there is a compulsory charge, which is $375 each, plus taxes and resort fees. Now, the taxes in the Maldives are quite high, so this is a pretty steep bill. And after the manager's cocktails, any other drinks you had with dinner were also chargeable. However, having said that, once we show you around the buffet, you'll see it's very extensive. If you happen to be here over New Year's, which we were planning to, but we couldn't afford to, because the compulsory gala dinner for then is $600 each, plus taxes.
Christmas is everywhere.
The gala dinner also included entertainment, so there was a band and several live performers, including some fire eaters and acrobats and dancers.
Hey, it's Christmas Eve here at the Hilton Amingiri, and we're just about to start the gala dinner. So we're going to take you and show you around the humongous buffet.
Let's go.
These are the first part. We have a full appetizer and salad individual. We have a pork couscous. We have a salmon poke bowl. We have a tuna miso salad. We have a beef tartar. Over here we have a poached pound. Over here we have a slow cooked beef. And here is a homemade cured fish. This is salmon gravlas with the beetroot marination, and then cured snappers, and then salmon as well, and tuna tataki.
Amazing.
This is a salad bar with the gazpacho. We have a gazpacho as well, so chill soup. And then all the salad bar, you can choose what you want to eat. And over here, we have a sushi bar, and then a sushi tower. And here we have a seafood on ice, include the oyster. This oyster is a fillet crab. Okay. And of course, we have a king crab. So they will cut for you, will portion up, take out the meat for you as well.
Wow, look at this, Joe.
And here
That's a lot.
is a Maldivian corner. All the Maldivian dishes we have. Over here is a Malaysian style of char kway teow. It's a fried, stir-fried noodle. We do ala mini with all the condiments. Here is an Indian corner. This side is an Indian corner. All the Indian dish. We have vegetable biryani. We have sash paneer. We have a dal makhani. And over here we have a kadai chicken. And here is mutton burger juice. And over here is prawn fish curry. Yeah. And here, this corner is all the Asian hot dishes, Emirates we have. We have a Thai green curry, it's a vegetarian. We have a bubur goreng, it's an Indonesian dish. And miso with fish. Sambal udang, it's a Malaysian dish. And then beef rendang, it's an Indonesian. Over here, we have a salt bay fish, cold baked. And here have all the Western dishes. This is slow cooked sweet, sour lamb. We have a duck confit. We have a krill. And over here we have a braised beef with the polenta. And then kaponanta. This side. It's a display for the grill station. All the grilled meat. Even we have a grilled lobster as well. Over here we have a curry. We have a honey glazed cooked ham. We have a roasted chicken. And over there we have a
Chicken or turkey?
sorry, turkey. Cold roast turkey, and then cube roll. It's a roasted beef. And this is the pasta station. The saffron risotto as well.
The best part is this is in air conditioning.
And all, we have all the festive desserts, which is the chef created. And trust me, everything is amazing over here. And of course, we have a cheese section. All the, we have a Mexican cheese, we have a confit, we have a brie cheese, cheddar cheese, and somewhere we have it over there. We have a goat cheese over here, and then in the end, there's a katsu.
Wow. You guys have been busy. Wow.
Thank you.
How long did this take you guys?
For preparation is almost 1 day. We started in the morning, started to cook, and then we ourselves and the stewardings, we all worked together, set up all the tables, and then started to bring all the food, arranging. Yeah.
It's an amazing job.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.
On Christmas morning, we were all invited to gather on the beach for the arrival of the big guy in red himself, Santa Claus. In what was a really nice touch, I guess the resort had taken names and ages of all the kids that were on the resort, of which there were a lot. And each child was called out by name and presented with a gift from Santa. We opted to end Christmas Day in the pool, enjoying the last sunset, and had a few more days before we headed on to our next stop in Sri Lanka. So, as ever, thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and remember to like and subscribe.